Okay, let's learn together. We're going to describe and complete multiplication patterns. So A says when 3 is multiplied by a number, the product is called a multiple of 3. So if you watched the previous video, you understand already what that means. But if you didn't, let's have a look. So when 3, so there's our 3, is multiplied by another number, we're going to say 4. 4, and we can see here that 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Well, 12 is the product of 3 and 4, and 12 is also a multiple of 3. It says here, when 5 is multiplied by a number, the product is called a multiple of 5. So we're going to do that again. So there's 5, and we're going to multiply that by a number. We're going to go down here. We're going to multiply that by 9. So the product of 5 and 9 is 45. 45 is a multiple of 5. At this line here, a multiple of a number is the product obtained when that number is multiplied by any other whole number except 0. So 0 doesn't count. And 0 can't be a multiple of anything and is not a product of anything because 0 does not have a value. Okay? So B. Let's do this together. And remember, at any time you stop me and you rewind and you re-listen if you don't understand. That's what a good learner does, is they back up and they reread, or they back up and they re-listen so they have good understanding. Okay, so B, look at the pattern formed by the numbers in the circle in the multiplication chart below. Okay, so let's look at the pattern together. We're in the 3 column and we have 12, 15, 21 and 24. Okay, so we come down here. The pattern consists of multiples of 3 starting at 12. So remember, the multiple is the product. And I understand if you're finding it hard to grasp the new language, but just keep on practicing and it will eventually make sense, okay? So here, we've got the first term is 12. 12 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay, second term here is 15. 15 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 5 is 15. The third term is missing. We'll come back to that. Here we've got the fourth term is 21. 21 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 7 equals 21. And the fifth term here is 24. 24 is also another multiple of 3 because 3 times 8 equals 24. Okay, so we want here, it says this is a multiplication pattern. The terms of this pattern are all multiples of 3. The third term is, okay, so we can go here to our chart. We've got 12, 15, 18 is missing. If we go across, 18 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 6 equals 18. So our third term should be 18. Let's click the button. There it is, 18. So we write that in. The third term is 18. The third term is 18. And here, 6 times 3 equals 18. Remember, when we're doing our prime book, they repeat. They want to get that information in your head, and so we repeat it several times in several different ways. Let's go to the next page. Okay. It says here, pattern formed by the number in something. Multiples of 9 starting at 27. So you can flick back in your prime book. You can look at your patterns of 9. You can shade that information in if it makes it easier for you. I really want you to find out what works for you, and if you're getting the right answer with what works for you, you can do that. So the first term in this pattern is 27. So 27 is the multiple of 9. 9 times 3 equals 27. 36 is a multiple of 9. 9 times 4 equals 36. 45 is a multiple of 9. 9 times 5 equals 45. Fourth term is missing here. We're just going to jump straight to the fifth term. 63 is a multiple of 9. 9 times 7 equals 63. So right here we know it's going to be 9 times 6. And what does that equal? On this side we have 9 times 5. On this side we have 9 times 7. So logic states we're in a sequence. First, second, third, fourth, fifth terms are called a sequence. The fourth term has to be 9 times 6. Now you might know this already and you just done. Okay, you might need to think about it in terms of what's 10 times 6. We know that's 60. You take away 6 from that total, it equals 54. And so therefore you know 9 times 6 equals 54. Or if you need to, you have permission to go back here and you go 9. Let's find, there's 54 and there's 6. So please use the method that suits you. Even skip counting, that's fine. So let's have a look. Our fourth term should be 54. It is. The terms of this multiplication pattern are multiples of 9. The fourth term is 54. What is the seventh term of this pattern? So we have fifth there. Okay, and that was 9 times 7. So then we have 9 times 8. That will equal 72. That's the sixth term. And then the seventh term is 9 times 10. So our seventh term of the pattern should be 90 if your teacher is doing her maths correctly. Oh, 81. It was 9 times 9. Naughty Mrs. Simic. This is why I need a stylus pen so I can scribble everywhere. So what is the eighth term of the pattern? If we're doing our mental maths right, it'll be the 90 that I was looking for before. There we go. There we go. So we're getting it. Let's see if I can improve on C. It says start at 3, multiply by 2 to find the next term in the multiplication pattern. All right, let's do this. We can do this, kiddos. Take a breather. We've got 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. This is a number pattern. 12 times 2 equals 24. 24 times 2 equals 48. Notice how we're doubling. So 48 times 2 is, I'm going 96. Who's with me? Who's worked it out? Did you have to pause me to work it out? Let's find out. I'm doing mental maths. Yes, I'm a winner. So all these numbers here are multiples of 2. Because if we take 2, multiply it by another number, our product is the multiple of 2. So the sixth term of this pattern is 96. All right, let's do D. Let's see if we can continue the doing pretty well. It says start at 4, multiply to find the next term in the multiplication pattern. Okay, so we need to understand, it says here in the bubble, each term in the multiplication pattern is something times the previous term. All right, so 4, 12, 36, something, 324 and 972. We have a number pattern. This is when you get your pen, your paper, and you start scribbling all over it to find out what it is. So this is quite beyond the 12 times table, correct? What do we know? We know 4 times 3 equals 12. Does 12 times 3 equal 36 though? Let's see. 12 plus 12 is 24, plus another 12 is 36. So I'm guessing that these are all multiples of 3. Let's give it a go. 4 times 3, oh, Mrs. Simic is winning, equals 12. 12 times 3 equals 36. 36 times 3 equals a very special number. Something times 3 equals 324, and 324 times 3 equals 972. Okay, So the fourth term of this pattern is, what is it? Let's have a look. 36 times 3. Now we can do this two ways. We can do 36 plus 36 plus 36 equals. We can do 6 times 3 and 30 times 3. These are different strategies of multiplication. Or we can do the 36 times 3 strategy that you learned a few days ago. So I'm doing mental maths here. So I'm going to go 30 times 3 is 90. And 6 times 3 is 18. 90 plus 18 is 108. Let's see if I get it right. Oh, I'm winning. I can do maths grade 4s. This is pretty exciting. So the fourth term of the pattern is 108. And over here, each term in the multiplication pattern is 3 times the previous term. Give it a good red hot go. Remember, you've got this video. You can listen to me 100 times over. Look, you can go to sleep listening to my voice in your head. There are no excuses. You can do this. All of you are capable. If you get too tired, have a break, have a drink of water, go run around outside and come back to it. Because what I know about you guys is that you're created in the image of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God doesn't make a mistake. You can all do it. We just have to do it at a different pace, and we have to be kind to ourselves, and we just do it in little bits if you have to, or smash it out, whatever works for you. See you later, guys.